the desire that they have on the ice, the will is. Do you find that can be inspiring to your team? It seemed that way last night.
Well, it is, and it always has been. And our guys respect each other in the room, as you know, and they really do. And when those guys come up large for us, it really ignites our dressing room. Guys are really happy for them. In a team sport, sometimes you have players that have more attention than others, and these guys probably don't get the attention they probably deserve on a lot of occasions. So when they get that opportunity, everybody kind of rallies behind them.
With Thornton, I'm sorry, with Thornton, obviously has a reputation as a fighter, but you don't see that much of it in the playoffs. How much do you think he's relishing being recognized for his hockey skills?
Well, we've recognized him for that for a long time, and he's not a high-end skilled player, but he still has enough skill that you can use him and play him, and that's the thing that I think as a coach I've always liked, our, I guess, enforcer, or one of the guys that can settle things when things get out of hand, to be able to play. I don't like having a guy sitting on the bench playing 2-3 minutes and then just utilizing him in those kind of situations. So Thorny's fit the bill extremely well, and he's a smart player. The other guys play hard and have speed, and when you look at Pies, he brings some speed, but Thorny will make the smart plays. He'll chip pucks out of our own end, and he'll flip pucks in the air from our own end when he sees Pisey taking off. So there's some good chemistry there between those three guys, and there has been for quite a few years.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking on that, understanding that Paille has moved around a little bit, but for the better part of 3 years, those three guys have been together. And can you speak to the value of what that is with how they play together?
Well, again, it's about chemistry, and that's probably one of the things that personally I like as a coach, and that's why I don't move my lines around as much, is because I believe in chemistry, and sometimes I may be patient, and that's just the way I am with those kind of things. I'm not saying that it never happens, but a lot of times patience and then chemistry will pay off for you, and sometimes it doesn't, but on more than the right occasions it does. So those three guys for 3 years have learned about their strengths and where to be in certain situations, and they do a good job. And even when you look at their forecheck, how they rotate through it is pretty amazing, because that's why they spend a lot of time in the offensive zone. There's always a second and a third layer to keep the puck in, and they spend a lot more time in the offensive zone than a lot of the lines will at different times in the game.
Coach,